The builder around me came to me and he was like, hey, how much would you want to wholesale for? Friggin' building like the craziest home in Vegas right now.
If I start building my modern home, you're dead.
My name's Ryan Pineda. I'm an entrepreneur who started multiple 7- and 8-figure companies. I'm also a real estate investor who's bought hundreds of properties. And it might look easy on social media, but here's the truth.
Hey brother, how are you, man?
Thanks for having me here, dude.
I'm ecstatic to have you here.
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited. I love showing off, you know? So anytime someone comes by to get to see this Houston's Hot Chicken, this new company of mine, man, I kind of feel so good about it, you know?
Did you shut down the store?
No, we open at 10:30.
Oh, okay, perfect.
That's why I wanted to do it at 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
perfect.
because during the, when we're open, there's a lot of people in here. They're yelling, they're screaming, it's busy, music's on. This was a KFC, and they closed it like almost 10 years ago, and they just left it vacant because KFC had a lease for like till 2021. So they had to pay their lease because it was a corporate KFC, but they said it wasn't a good area, the food was bad, whatever it was, they closed it. So when I saw this was legitimately available because it was 6 months before the lease was ending, I had to take it. I have a small addiction to Louboutins, so I have all of them.
You say Louis Vuitton or
No, Louboutins, like the red bottom.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a problem.
All right, if you like that kind of video, let me know in the comments below. We're gonna do more stuff like this, so make sure you stay subscribed. I'll see you on the next one. Woo! There he is! I've been on a no coffee, no alcohol, no pre-workout fast for 30 days.
No stimulants?
Nothing. So, I'm on day like 25.
How do you feel?
Worse.
Will you do it again?
No. The last 10 years, I don't remember the last day I ever went without a coffee.
Wow.
And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna give up coffee.
That's awesome.
And then in the meantime, I was like, you know what, I might as well just give up everything else. Oh, boys, that would have been a sick bird. Yeah, if you're gonna go find your own deals, then yeah, you should just only lock them up. Don't even think about being an agent. When I bought that mountain, the moment I locked it up, the builder around me came to me and he was like, hey, how much would you want to wholesale for? You know, he wasn't like, hey, will you represent me on it? You go make freaking a few $1,000s. The moment you have ownership, gives you all the options to do whatever you want. And ownership is just having a contract.
I would take your realtor cap off and learn to be a real estate investor. If you find a deal, you can buy it for 200 and you know it's worth 400 to the right person, lock it up yourself. Long due diligence period and try and wholesale it. We have 8 cold callers now at my company. It probably costs us $100,000 a year. We probably make 300,000, 400,000 on those specifically. Take that hat off.
Yeah.
You're not a realtor anymore. You're a real estate investor.
When you look at the wealthiest, people in real estate, none of them are realtors. They all own the real estate. Why are you looking for someone else to buy the deal? You buy the deal, right? Like, get good at finding deals so you can buy them. Screw the 3% commission.
Yeah.
Like, if you got something that's got $100,000 in equity and you're gonna go make 10 grand on it, no, take the 100 grand in equity for yourself. Like, you're doing all this prospecting and working really hard to talk to these sellers. You should be locking up these deals. I was golfing with a guy last week, also a young guy. He's already made $500,000 this year. He's like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm making more money than I ever have. And he's a realtor. He's been working with institutional buyers. And I had to tell him, like, bro, like, congrats on crushing it as a realtor. You can continue to do that. But, like, all these deals you're selling to the institutions and these investors for making a 3% commission is like, you should have made over $1 million already. Because you could be wholesaling it. You could be... Like, if you take it from the advantage or the perspective of, I'm a real estate investor, I'm locking this up to buy it for me, and oh, by the way, I know this guy will pay 30 grand more, like, I'm just going to wholesale to him instead of representing him, You just turned your $10,000 commission to $30,000 assignment fee. If you're good at finding deals, like, you got to do that every single time.
You know, invest in more education or invest in like real estate at this point?
I would always say education, like, cannot be beat, hands down. I mean, like, let's just say you had 30 grand, you're looking to join a mastermind, right? And your choice was 30 grand for the mastermind or 30 grand for a rental property. I mean, most people will tell you, oh, buy the rental property, like, that has value and whatever, right? But it's like, no, dude, if you spend 30 grand, then you like learn things that are going to make you millions. Like, it's not even close. And especially the sooner you learn those things, the faster you're going to go make way more than that initial thing. Education, it's very much the same way as like flipping a house. It's like, man, if I invest 20 grand into this education and I can see it leading me to making X amount of dollars this year, next year, well, that's a better move than putting 20 grand towards a house and then you're pretty much stuck. You know exactly what you're like, yep, I'm going to make $200 the next 12 months. That's great. I'm not going to learn anything new that's going to really change the trajectory of what I'm doing. The more time you wait to save money, you go wait 6 months. Who knows where the market is in 6 months from now, right? Like,
yeah.
So time is money, dude. And you're young and it's 20. So like, it's hard to understand that, but like, it truly is our only limited resource. And I try to just, in all my content, make this super clear of how efficient I am. Because I'm like, dude, I have only so many years on this earth. Like, I only have so much time to create generational wealth and impact people and build the things I want to build and do the things I want to do. Like, I don't have time to waste, like, trying to save money to do them, right? Like, I'm freaking building, like, the craziest home in Vegas right now. Like, I don't have the money to build it at this very moment, right? But I'm proceeding. Like, we're developing. We're, like, in the money, I'll figure out how to get the money as we go along. As a real estate investor too, you're going to realize that you're always running out of money, because I got 60 flips going on right now. We're buying 200 units of apartments. Like, I ain't that rich. Like, we got so much money out there across everything. It's like, I'm always going broke, like trying to figure out where I can get some more money. I'm not telling you to go sign up for coaching right now, but what I would say is go to my event in 2 weeks. Like, if you come to the event, I can promise you, you're going to be like, holy crap, like, I need to be on the investor side. And you're probably going to end up signing for coaching at the event, just so you know. But you're going to be like, dude, I'm ready. Like, I know I can do this. Because you're not just hearing it from me. You're going to hear it from freaking 300 other top-level investors. Carla.
Hey.
Question for you.
Yeah.
What kind of hats do girls like?
This ones are way too big. I like what are the other ones called?
What kind?
Dad hats?
The dad hats?
Yes.
They're like super flat, kind of.
I think those are way better. This is way too big for a
It
hat.
goes too high.
Yes, that's what it is.
Snapbacks.
You like the flat bill snapback?
Yeah.
Wow, that's the first one I've heard. What kind of hats do you guys like as ladies?
As ladies, more of like a dad hat.
A dad hat. All right, well, I think that solved that issue. Good dad hats. That's what I thought girls would like too, because that's what Mindy likes. But yeah, I just dropped a hat that we're doing in the Discord. This hat's gonna be sick. I'm gonna be wearing this every time I go out to golf. People are gonna be like, "What is tykes?" I was actually looking at the hat and I kind of didn't hear half the question. Can you repeat it? I'm tired of this old NFT crap that all these other projects use to pump stuff up and hype it up and, worrying about the floor. Like, I hate it, right? Like, Web 3 needs some more Web 2 in it, in my opinion, right? Like, people got so caught up with just all the hype. Like, the real revolution of NFTs is going to come when all of the businesses that actually understand how to provide value come into the space and clean up all the filth. We haven't even gotten started yet, and our Discord's better than 99% of NFT Discords, right? So imagine once we actually have minted and we have these things happening, it's gonna be ridiculous. All right. So now I'm going to meet some developers, the people who own all of the land around my mountain, except for my piece. They've been wanting to buy my land from me since I bought it, almost 2 years ago. For me, if I was to make a deal on it, it would have to be something that just blew me away because I don't need to sell. It doesn't matter to me either way. So, you know, for me, I'm just always open to anything and everything. Worst case scenario is we don't do a deal, which is fine, but at least I learn more about what's happening around the house I'm building.
Just finishing up a
Yeah.
meeting right now. Can
Cool.
I get you any coffee, water, anything?
Water's good.
Sparkling or flat?
Sparkling's good.
You're sparkling water guy.
I am, dude. I used to not be, but I started drinking Pellegrinos, and like I get it every time I go out to eat now. I've reached the ultimate level of bougie. One scenario is what you mentioned, just letting you guys sell the land for me. Scenario 2, taking one of your other pieces of land I might be interested in and, you know, selling these ones. Kind of the same thing, but working 2 deals essentially. Or the third scenario is, you know, I'm gonna build there and, you know, build one house and then figure out, you know, is there a way to do it beneficially for everybody?
Even if you wanna do the deal, if I'm gonna do the grading, then you're gonna lose money. If you don't blast and if we're gonna cut, then it becomes much more expensive to actually cut. If I start building my model home, you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
You
From
can't
a cost perspective.
because now you're in the proximity
Mm-hmm.
of 300 feet. For your benefit, you need to move fast either way. Otherwise, it's gonna cost you a fortune.
They brought up 2 things that we both may be unaware of.
Okay.
One is, you know, with blasting. So 500 feet is the cheapest, and once you get within 100 feet, it like triples in price. And he basically said he's about to blast and like start building near me. So if I want to do it, I need to blast pretty ASAP. If he builds his house that's under negotiation, or, you know, starts his deal, and there's like one that's less than 100, he's like, you can't even blast. Like, you're gonna get screwed. So it might be good for you to talk to their civil and just get an idea of exactly.
Please send it over.
Yeah. The other thing is, you'll see from the layout, they pretty much built a cul-de-sac at the end of mine. So, you know, if we can work with them on putting that street through, we might not need my driveway. We probably have about $3 million worth of windows. You think that's accurate?
That sounds about right.
Okay.
All right, on it.
All right, man. I'll see you.
All right, later, brother. Bye.
No matter what I choose to do, whether I sell the land, I build on it, whatever, I'm in a good position either way. Like, they're building such an amazing community around me. And I really appreciate them giving me the heads up that I need to start working on my dirt right away, because if I don't, it's about to get a lot more expensive. So, yeah, it's a big goal of mine to now really start kicking this thing into high gear. Even though I don't really plan to want to build right away, we definitely need to move the dirt because it's going to change things.